Is this thing working already? Testing, testing. Wondering if this is working. Abide by our community guidelines. See if anybody comes here. I'm just checking to see if this really works. I'm not even sure if I'm on right now. If anybody's out there, could you reply? Let me know that you're hearing me and seeing me. I'm using this my low budget camera. It's not a HD camera because it wouldn't let me on my usual camera that I use on my iPad. So I'm wondering if this is working. If anybody could say something. Check 1, 2. Is it working? I want to see if this is on my channel right now. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it is working. Check 1, 2. Is it working good? I'm not sure if it's working really good or not. Check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Hey, looks like it's working.
Hey.
Yeah, well, I'm offering free 9 world rune readings. If anybody shows up to this stream that I'm doing right now. It looks like it says 1 viewer. I got 1 viewer. But yeah, I wanted to offer some free 9 world rune readings. I've been trying to upload. I've been trying to stream this live for about an hour now, trying to get it going. It looks like it's going already. If anybody out there wants to get a free 9 world rune reading, I could start doing that right now. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the 9 worlds, see if anybody shows up. First of all, the 9 world rune readings come from Thunder Wizard, who also upstreams right here. He has his own channel, and I learned from him the how to do the 9 world rune readings, and it's a very good divination tool to really tap into how energy is moving within your life in the present moment with whatever kind of a focus you have. Whatever, if you're looking to change something within yourself, if you're looking to go deeper into any kind of a subject, spirituality or what have you, you know, if you're really, there's all kinds of different things that it could really tap into. And I really find it very, very helpful in giving readings to other people. It's pretty clear about exactly what you need to manifest things in your reality. It's really good at showing those things. So the 9 worlds are reading is based on the 9 worlds in the Thunder Wheel. Like I got his book right here. This is the 9 worlds right here, and each of the well, it's 8 directions, and then the center is the ninth world, which is Midgard, Earth, which is where we're at right now. And within each of the 8 directions, there's 3 levels of runes within each of the directions, and we got the first level, second and third. The first level is more of the for the physical, represents the will. It empowers us on a physical level. It empowers us on all levels, but more the physical level. The second tier is all about the mental, more of the mental and emotional level. And the third tier is all about the spiritual, the higher consciousness. And yeah, I've been chanting the runes. I've been chanting just the first 8 runes, and facing each direction when I chant the runes, like the direction for the north, I chant that one facing north, go over to the northeast, and then chant that one. And man, they're very powerful. They really do transform me, take me to higher levels of consciousness. And you feel them. You feel the energy, especially when you really listen to the sound as you're chanting it. Really gets you really deep into transforming your consciousness. And so we start in the north. The north is the mist world, and that is the energy of where energy is not even coalesced into a form yet. It is just what do you call it? He calls it, Thunder Wizard calls it potential energy, where it's just starting to manifest. But it hasn't even manifested yet. So it's energy that's coming in to the physical form. So this is a really like a future rune. It talks about the energy that's coming to you, or you might just be feeling it already. And then we go over to the northeast. This is the home of Asgard. This is where the celestial gods reside, and these are the gods that live in timeless infinity. They don't live in the same reality as us. They have no sense of time. And this really, the rune that comes into this area really represents where energy is really starting to take form. It's conception, is what the Thunder Wizard says. It's starting to take form. And this rune really represents like your hopes, your aspirations. The Thunder Wizard talks about it like it's a religious kind of hopes, aspirations. So this rune really reveals your connection to the celestial gods and your connection to your hopes, your aspirations, your dreams, just how connected are you to them. And moving over to the east, we got the giant home. Now this is where the three Norns reside. These are three giantesses that represent the past, present, and the future. Wonder if anybody, I think I got one viewer here. If you could say something on there, if it'll work. I'm not even sure if this thing works. Participants pop out. But yeah, the east represents the giant home, the three Norns, the past, present, and the future. And it's also the direction of the element of ether. Ether represents expanding energy within ourselves. It's when you're breathing in and you're taking in energy, you're expanding. Is it morning time? Out here, it's nighttime. Thetone Gainer, what's up? Thanks for letting me know you're out there and you could see me, because I'm using this my old webcam on the computer. It's not an HD camera, but yeah. Thanks for letting me know you can see me. Sweden, right on, way out there. Nice. I'd like to go out there sometime. Yeah, I was talking about the east, the ether element. This also, the rune that comes here represents your ego and how you give to your ego. Yeah, it's really how you give to yourself. And then we move over to the southeast. This is the dwarf home. This really the rune here represents your ability to intend. How are you intending your reality? You may be really connected to it in a strong way. You may be lacking. It depends on the rune. Sometimes the runes come out reversed, so it'll really show you what's going on there, how you are intending your reality. You know, the southeast, where the dwarves, they reside in your lower abdomen, in your lower self, which really represents your will, and they feed off of our life force energy. So it's really important to give them a lot of life force energy, a lot of healthy life force energy. And the best way that I found so far to do that is with Qigong. And that's an energy practice that the Thunder Wizard teaches, Celestial Qigong. Super powerful. I mean, man, so much energy that you can get. And when you start feeding your dwarves that good energy and you start learning how to intend your reality, you can really start getting these energies to start working for you. You know, the universe starts to really hear your call, exactly what you want out of this life. And what it really wants is for you to connect to your true soul's desire, which is, you know, it takes time to really find that out, what your true soul desires are. Like, in other words, you start getting a lot of that energy and you start trying to manifest. You know, there could be some blocks. You may not really know exactly what you want, but eventually, if you keep pursuing, keep persisting and going deep, you're going to find out. You'll find out exactly what you really want to intend in this reality. And I found it too. Also, it's really good to talk to a teacher. I talk to the Thunder Wizard all the time, and he's really helping me with all of that stuff. And so yeah, you know, eating healthy food, doing or yoga, meditation, that type of stuff, getting plenty of sleep. This is how you empower your dwarves, and your dwarves they feed off of that life force energy, and then they help. They go to work. They start manifesting your reality for you, and you know, you're in full control of them once you learn how to bring in that life force energy. So moving over to the south, we go into the fire home, and the fire home represents energy that's rising up, and this is really represents the actions that you take in this reality, the actual actions that you start to pursue to really manifest your reality. So the rune that shows up there, you know, it'll let you know what's going on. You know, if you're doing the right thing, or if you need a certain kind of energy in your life, you know, depending on what the focus is of your question or of the reading, it'll really show what's going on there. And really, the fire home too is when you get the fire home really working good for you, it really starts to burn away the excess energy in your life that you really don't need. And when you do that, it really helps you to focus on exactly how to, or what action to take to manifest your reality. So it really starts to work really good for you. It's, you know, it's the home of transformation. The fire home is super powerful in my experience. Facing that direction, doing meditation, chanting the rune or the runes in that direction is powerful. Man, it really really starts to do things in your life. Moving over to the southwest, this is the home of Helheim, and this represents your unconscious mind. So this is like the most important rune of the reading. It really represents what's going on deep inside your unconscious. So if you get a good positive rune here, it means that on an unconscious level, you're really connected to the focus of the reading, the question that you have in the reading, whatever the case may be. You know, if it's a negative rune, that means that there's some kind of like a heavy weight that's holding on to you, that you're dragging that heavy weight with you to try and manifest your reality. But of course, there's things we can do to reverse that. You know, the future isn't set. You know, it's really just showing you the energy that's going on in your life right now in the present moment. So yeah, that's like the most important rune. Then we move over to the west, and the west is the home of the Vanir, and these are the terrestrial gods. These are the gods of time and space. They reside in the same reality that we do. So they have a lot of experience with wisdom, gaining wisdom, because they're living in time just like us. So they've just been around for eons, who knows how long. And also I remember hearing the Thunder Wizards saying that they also represent, or they manifest themselves with animal totems. So, if you're ever out in nature and you see some kind of animal confronting you, you never know. It might be just might be one of the Vanir, or it's a Vanir working through that animal. It's really hard to tell exactly what. I mean, I've had these experiences with animals going out into nature, and when I'm having certain thoughts about things, when I'm thinking things, and I really feel that connection. Like there's something going on here. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it feels really supernatural kind of. But the rune in the West, it represents the how you give to other people, or whatever the focus of the reading is, how you are giving of yourself to that focus. And that's what the Vanir, they're all about. They're really giving. They're really generous with their energy, and they're really they really want to help you manifest your reality as well. So then we move over to the Northwest, and this is the home of the Ascended Masters. And the Ascended Masters are souls that have already lived out all of their human incarnations. They've lived out all of their desires, everything. And they have no reason to come back and manifest themselves onto Earth into a physical form. So before they move on to their next incarnation, their next level of consciousness, they look back at the Earth, and they give us advice. They give us intuitive advice on what actions to take in our life. So that rune that comes in the Northwest, that it really tells you the advice that they're giving to you, or they let you know what you're lacking. If it's a rune that's reversed, they'll let you know what you're lacking. And we'll always do some shamanic techniques to really find out exactly what you need to reverse that negativity, and start bringing about that positive energy that they're suggesting. And it's really powerful, the energy that they have. They're also, them too, they're very generous. They're very nurturing that direction, facing that direction, and just going into deep meditation and listening to yourself, what's going on. It's really really helps you to connect with them. When I do it, I feel it. It's really a loving kind of an energy. And the moon sits in the Northwest direction too. And the moon is the motherly energy. It's the nurturing kind of energy. It really represents your emotions, your mind. It's the reflection of your soul. And it's very it's one of the most positive directions I've felt. Very soft, I guess you could say, but very guiding you with what you want out of life. And then we got the center. The center is us, Midgard. That's where we reside. And we're constantly feeling these 8 directions around us at all times. Every thought that you have is always going through these 8 directions, these 8 minds, as the Thunder Wizard says. And those are the 8 worlds, the 9 worlds, along with the center. And I wanted to offer some free 9 world rune readings right now. I could do like 3 of them right now. If anybody's interested, what I can do is I'm going to think up a number, just like the Thunder Wizard does. I'll think up a number between 0 and 100, and whoever's closest to the number, I'll give them a 9 world rune reading. So let me think of a number. So I got a number. So if anybody wants to choose a number between 0 and 100 right now, whoever gets closest, I'll give you a 9 world rune reading, if anybody out there wants one. So go ahead, 0 to 100. I got a number in mind. Yeah, I've never done this. I was trying to do these live streams earlier, and with my iPad, which is my HD camera, but they wouldn't allow me to do it because they're saying I need 1,000 subscribers to do a live stream on a mobile phone, on a mobile device. So I couldn't do that. So then I was like, well, I got to use my my camera on my laptop, which is it's a low resolution and it's not HD. So I've been trying for the last hour to get this going, but I finally got it going. Yeah, I was saying if you want like a 9-world rune reading, pick a number between 0 and 100, and I'll give a reading to the person that has the number that's closest to the number that I picked. So far, I only got one. I'll let it go for a little more. I know there's a few more people watching, saying 5 people watching. So if anybody else wants to put a number in there, I'll wait a little more. But if not, then Fate One Gainer is going to get the rune reading. What else is going on? I've been going out in the nature. I moved up into the mountains, so I'm like 5 minutes away from a hiking trail. It's great, man. I'm out here. I've been going hiking like every day, at least for like an hour, 2 hours. It's great. I mean, the energy that I get out there is it's just wonderful. Looks like nobody else. I mean, I'll wait a little bit longer. Again, if you want a free 9-world rune reading, pick a number between 0 and 100. And whoever gets closest to the number that I picked will get the reading. So far, I only got one. So I'll wait just a little bit longer. If anybody else. Yeah, I guess we'll do, you got the reading. Theta One Gainer. I'll give you a 9-world rune reading right now so we could check out, see what's going on. So what I want you to do is if you have a focus on the reading or just a general or a specific question, don't let me know what it is, but just start focusing on it right now. Focus on your question or whatever focus you have. And you don't want to make a specific yes or no type of a question. Like you don't want to ask, am I getting a job tomorrow? Or, you don't want these yes or no questions. You want to kind of leave it open for the gods to bring in that energy of what direction the answer is. Like, well, I'll be able to tell what direction it's going based on what the cards are. And so yeah, if you can do that right now, just go ahead and focus on whatever you want to focus on or the question you have. And I'm going to do it just like the Thunder Wizard taught me. And that is what I want you to do is take a deep inhalation. We're going to do 3 inhalations and exhalations. And so we'll shuffle the cards 3 times. And it's going to represent Odin, the higher self, Billy, the lower self, and Ve, the middle self. So go ahead and take your first inhalation. Hold it for a little bit. And exhale. Okay. And go ahead and inhale again for Vili. And hold. And exhale. And the last one, we will ask for the wisdom of Ve. So inhale one last time. And hold. And exhale. Okay, so I'm just going to pick these cards, and we'll see what's going on here. I'm going to lay them out over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the cards out, and then I'm going to write them down. I'm going to draw them on a piece of paper, so you can see. I'll show you exactly which runes they are that I chose, that I picked for you. This one's just popping out right now, so I'm going to grab this one. So now I'm going to grab some more here. I got 2 more to grab. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw them. I'm going to draw the 9 worlds on this paper real quick. Let's see what's going on here. So you'll see, so you can see what the reading is. And so you could go back and you could check out the runes yourself too when you want to. Almost done here. Let's see. And that one. And then we're going to go with this. Okay. So let me show you what's going on here. Hopefully you can see this pretty clear. So this is your center rune. We got the north. We got the northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, the west, and the northwest. So I'm going to start here in the center, Midgard. So this represents your conscious self, and this is the rune Isa. So Isa is a rune of it's basically a rune of your ego. It means that you have a very healthy ego when it comes to the focus of this reading. The question that you have, you're very connected in a healthy way to the question or focus of the reading. You're not it's in line with your orlog, whatever's going on with this. You're really connected, and you're not overinflated with your ego. Your ego is very healthy. You're seeing things very clearly. The Isa rune really represents like an icicle, seeing clearly. You could see through an icicle, and yet at the same time, it's really stable and solid at the same time. So this really represents a healthy ego. So you're really connected in your conscious self to the focus of this reading. So when it comes over to the north, this is represents the mist home. This really represents energy that's coming to you. And you might be feeling it now, or you're about to feel it, whatever the case may be. But this is we got a reverse rune here, and this rune is the El-Hajj rune, and it's reversed. What this can mean is that there's your energy body is kind of weak right now, or that type of energy is coming to you, which is good. If it's just coming to you, or it's hasn't gotten to you yet, we could still do some things to counter this rune, to prevent it from making you feel weak, making your energy body, making your aura feel weak. We want to empower you on a spiritual level. We want to get that energy powerful. You want to feel strong with that energy that's coming to you. So what we do is we do the form of advanced rune shamanism. So we want to find out where this rune is originally at in the Thunder Wheel, and this rune is in the west originally. That's the home of the Vanir, and it's in the second tier. So we've got to look at the reverse direction of this rune, and so it's in the west, and the reverse direction is in the east, and the east rune is, I got it right here too. So I don't want to forget. So actually, the rune in the east that's opposite this one is actually the Isa rune. So there's some good connections here as far as your conscious self is already Isa. Right here, what we want to do is we want to reverse this. We want to get you connected on a conscious level to the focus of this reading. We want to get you really confident on a conscious level to really, you're already empowered with Isa as it is. So what this might be saying is, like, in the future, you might be feeling a little unconfident about something, which will cause you to stress out in the mind, which can weaken your aura. Like sometimes when I have too many negative thoughts, like my nose starts running or something, that represents that weakened aura. So I would say that you're really strong right now as far as your conscious self, this energy that's coming to you. You just want to stay connected to your healthy ego, stay connected to that in a very empowering way. And this rune right here, it won't be coming to you in a reversed way. You'll be you'll even reverse this rune. You'll have a strong aura. You'll have spiritual protection. Any bad vibes from people is not going to affect you. Your healthy ego is going to shine, and it's going to be solid. Even though people can see who you really are, you're going to really have an empowering effect on people. So that's what's going on with the north. Then we move over to the northeast, and the northeast represents Asgard. This is the home of the celestial gods, and it really represents your hopes, your aspirations, how you are connected to the celestial gods. And this is the rune Wunjo. Wunjo represents just pure joy. It really represents camaraderie with friends and family, and it really represents that earned joy that you get after hard work. So when it comes to your hopes and your aspirations, the focus of this reading, you're very connected in a happy way. This is really going to bring you joy, whatever this reading's about. And you're very connected to the celestial gods. The celestial gods really represent the crown chakra, and it really it represents your super conscious. Like higher conscious is more of the ascended masters, but this is like the super conscious, because the celestial gods, they live in timeless infinity. So they really represent that. They're up there with consciousness. And it really represents that energy that's barely coming into the world. It's barely starting to develop into an identity, but it hasn't yet. So you're very connected in that way. So when we go over to the east is the home of the giants. This is expanding energy. This is where energy really starts to form its own identity and individuality. And this rune here represents your ego, how you are giving to yourself in that way. And this is the rune Yukwaj. This is a rune of transformation. This is the rune of what did Thunder Wizard call it? When you don't participate, it's just a transformation that's coming to you, whether you want it or not. It's coming to you. So it could also represent conflict, conflicting energy within you, because you might be resisting the transformation. So giving to yourself, whatever the focus of the reading is, you might be feeling some kind of conflict with how you are giving to yourself with the reading. You might be feeling that transformation. You might be feeling some kind of agitation about wanting to represent your ego in a different kind of a way in terms of the focus of this reading. Like the way you perceive it might be different, but the Isa really represents your ego. On a conscious level, you're very connected to it. Your conscious self, the way you give to yourself is probably transforming right now. That's really what it's saying too, is that you're transforming, you're giving to the focus of the reading, you're coming into a new way of doing it. So that's a powerful rune. It originates in the south, in the fire home, and it's that transformation, whether you want it or not. So it's a good rune. It's a good, powerful rune. You just got to go with the flow when it comes to how you give to the focus of this reading. So then we go over to, what is this? The southeast. The southeast is the home of the dwarves, and this is how you intend your reality. My hand is getting tired, but yeah. Okay. So yeah, this is how you intend your reality. The dwarves, they reside in the lower self. They go out and manifest your reality. You feed them life force energy. So this is the Berkanaj rune, and it's reversed. So Berkanaj, when it's reversed, it really represents that something's coming to an ending. That however you were intending the focus of this reading, it's come to an end. That way of doing it, it's not working anymore. You need to come to a new way of doing that. And the Berkanaj rune really represents Mother Perchta. She is a protective, motherly kind of an energy. So if you want to reverse that energy and you want to get that protective kind of energy, when she's forward, it really represents new beginnings. When it's reversed, something has come to an end. You got to find a new way to intend your reality. So if we want to look at the reversed, the advanced rune shamanism, and look at the opposite direction of Berkanaj. Berkanaj resides in the northeast, and it's the top tier, represents the spiritual state of mind. So we look at the reverse rune, and that is the Ingwaj rune. Ingwaj rune is in the southwest originally, and the Ingwaj rune really has to do with a lot of meditation, connecting to the gods. It has to do with mantra as well. It really represents sound, sending messages to the gods. The Ingwaj rune really represents the fire, how the ancient people would sacrifice animals. They would burn the animals, and the smoke that would go up would send their messages to the gods. And that's how they would communicate with the gods, or one of the ways. So that's the Ingwaj rune. The Ingwaj rune also, it resides in the southwest, so it really represents your going on your true orlog, reconnecting with your true path. So that's another thing that you can do when it comes to intending your reality. Just find out the focus of the reading, what exactly is motivating you to get what you want with the focus of this reading, the question that you have. That's how you can reverse this. And you could really start intending your reality with that meditative kind of energy, where you just meditate and you're focusing on what you want. You could light some incense, that smoke that's going up, you want to send your thoughts up there to the gods, and they'll receive your messages. You want to connect really good in terms of that. So moving over to the fire home. So this represents the actions that you take to the focus of this reading, the questions that you have. Let's see what you're asking here. Does the reversed Berkanaj mean that I should change my current ways? It means that something has come to an end. It may not necessarily mean change them drastically, but you want to change your approach to whatever it is that we're talking about. So don't tell me yet, but you want to change something, but doesn't really represent like a permanent change, a drastic kind of a change. Like, let's say if I'm driving to a certain destination, I still want to drive to that destination, but I want to just change the route that I go. So that's kind of what it means. Like if this would come up in a relationship, it wouldn't necessarily mean that you guys are going to break up, but it would mean that you guys have to change the way that you're interacting with each other. That's what it means. It doesn't mean like a complete cutoff. It's just you got to change the way that you're doing things. So so I was gonna move over to the fire home. This is the south. The south represents the actions that you take in this life, and it's represented by your energy body. Represents your energy level. The south is also the where Mars is, the planet Mars. Mars really represents your ability to go out and conquer. You know, you want to go out and get things. It really represents that soldier. He just wants to go out and conquer the land, get it done. You know, take that action in your life. So this is the Hyalaj rune, and the Hyalaj rune is a really it's a cleansing rune. This rune is about getting rid of. Again, this is like similar to Birkenage. It's kind of it really represents getting rid of bad habits that you have in terms of intending your reality. But this is the actions that you take. This is intending your reality, but this is the actions that you're taking. You want to get rid of any doubts that you have, any wrong actions that you're taking. You want to cleanse yourself of any insecurities, you know, anything like that, self-sabotaging actions. This is a very positive rune as well. Hyalaj, it really represents, it resides in the north, and it's the energy that's just coming into the world. In terms of like the whole breath, it's that the energy of that pure snow that's just falling on us. It's a really cleansing. You know, after it snows or rains, the skies are just super clear, and so yeah, it's another good rune. So it's another like Yuhwaj. It's a transformation rune, but this rune is like where you participate in the transformation. So that's all you got to do is the actions that you take. You just want to get rid of any bad habits, any kind of negativity, any doubts that you have. You want to cleanse yourself of that stuff and start taking action in a more positive kind of a way. The fire, you know, like I was saying about the fire home, it burns up the excess energy that you don't need, and then the fire that you do need, it helps you to just stay focused on how to manifest your reality. So then we're going over to the southwest, and the southwest is the home of Helheim. Hell. This really represents our unconscious mind. Again, this also represents our fears, our doubts, bad habits, self-sabotaging things, and it represents the things that you're not aware of in terms of the focus of this reading. And this is another reverse rune right here. So this could feel like a weight on an unconscious level. And this is the reverse rune of Ansuj. Ansuj is a rune of communication. It's a rune of communicating with the gods, sending messages to the gods. And so there's some connections there. I was talking about, what was it, a reverse Birkenage, and I was saying the Ingwaj rune, sending messages to the gods. So Ansuj as well is about communication with the gods, and you sending them messages, and then you picking up on the messages that they send back to you. So in terms of on an unconscious level, you don't feel that connection to the focus of this reading. You don't feel that, or you might just have some doubts deep down inside about your connection to manifesting this, what you want in terms of this reading goes. Yeah, that's basically what's going on. You feel like the communication is not really strong, but that's on an unconscious level too. So the way we reverse Ansuj is originally in the southeast. It's on the first tier. So when we go there, we go to the opposite direction, which is the northwest. And so we got some common things here. The opposite, the rune that we want to counter this rune with is actually this one over here, the Wunjo rune. And like I was saying about Wunjo is all about happiness, joy, enjoying yourself. So you want to just relax. You don't want to, I know it's on an unconscious level as well, but you want to just not stress yourself out about the focus of this reading. You want to just stay relaxed. You want to, it's about trusting the universe. When you're not trusting the universe, you're coming from wanting to control, wanting to have too much control over what you want in life. Sometimes we just have to surrender to the universe, and we have to trust in it, and it feels kind of risky doing that. I know I felt that a lot before too. But you just want to relax and enjoy the moments that you're in instead of feeling on an unconscious level that pressure that's going on. So yeah, the actions that you can take is on a conscious level is to really just relax and enjoy life. But if you go into deep meditation too, you can really talk to your unconscious self. You could even, if you really want to feel some power, you could face this direction and talk to yourself and get in touch with intending, I really want to connect to the universe, and I want to receive the messages from the universe so I could really get my life on the right track. That's what you really want to do. So that's the Southwest. We want to reverse that with Wunjo, get it empowered with just pure joy, happiness. Moving over to the West, this is the home of the Vanir, the terrestrial gods. So this rune represents how you give to other people, or it could represent how you are giving to the focus of this reading, the question of this reading, whatever it is. So right here we have another reverse rune, and this is Ahwaj. This is a reverse rune of Ahwaj. So it's a lot of common things coming in here. Ahwaj really represents trust with whatever the focus of this reading is. It could be trust between two people, having that kind of when you trust it. It also represents like an intuitive connection to the focus of this reading. If it's about a person, it's having that intuitive chemistry with somebody, and it represents that having that trust with them. Not really trying to control as well. So same kind of similarities here. We don't want to have too much control over the way we manifest our reality. We want to trust in the universe because we don't want to come from fear. We want to really have that interaction, that relationship with the universe. When you get on the right track and you really are learning how to manifest your reality correctly, that's when the universe really picks up on it. It responds to you. It responds to those actions that you're taking. And it's like, okay, well, let's help him out. Let's start giving him what he wants. It may not happen really hugely, but it'll happen in small doses or large doses. It could happen in large doses as well. So in the last one, we're going over to the Northwest. The Northwest is the Ascended Masters. So they are letting you know what you need or what you have, those kind of things. So right here we have the rune of Nauthish, and Nauthish is translated as need fire. This represents back in the ancient times when people were discovering fire. They didn't, they were freezing cold, and they had to come up with something. This really represents that energy of I'm feeling stuck. Everything I've tried out is not working, so I need to come up with something. I gotta think out of the box. I gotta find a new way of manifesting this reality, the focus of this reading. So that's what that really represents. It's really you've reached a dead end with the way you're manifesting your reality. on this higher awareness kind of a level. So you want to, again, you want to think out of the box. You want to come up with a new way of focusing on the how to manifest your reality. So Nalthish is another one. It's a constricting kind of a feeling, like something just grabs you and doesn't want to let go. It's like you got to think of another way to get out of it. So it really represents like coming to a dead end and finding a new way of thinking. So there's a lot of similar stuff that's going on with this entire reading. What I'm going to do is look at to see if there's any in terms of threes, up or down, left or right, or diagonally, if there's any reverse runes that are connected to each other. So let me see here. So there's those. So the only ones I really see, Nalthish is not really a constricted, I mean, it's not really a reversed rune, but it could feel like that because it's like a feeling of constriction, reaching a dead end. But we got that one in the northwest, and in the west we got the reversed Ehwaj, and in the southwest we got the reversed Ansush. So these really, this side of the thunder wheel really represents how you're giving to the focus of the reading. So you just want to come to a new way of thinking. In terms of the West, how you're giving. This is how you are giving of yourself. You want to really connect on an intuitive level with the gods, with the universe, manifesting your reality. On an unconscious level, this is a communication with the gods as well. Same similarities. So it's really that connection and trusting the universe is what you really want to focus on in terms of manifesting whatever it is we're talking about here. So yeah, if you want to let me know what the focus of the reading is, I could go through them again and we'll have a more clear picture about exactly what the runes are telling you in terms of how to get the most out of this reading. So if you could let me know if you want the focus of the reading, the question you have, I'll let you know what's going on with that. So that's a pretty powerful reading there. So if you could let me know, I'll just be waiting right here. Getting all tired holding this. I was gonna clip this thing on here too. I didn't do it. Make it more easier. But yeah. Right there, that's your reading. 1 second. All right. I'll wait. I got time. It's not like there's a bunch of people watching anyway. Looks like there's 3 people watching, which is cool. I wasn't expecting, I don't know. I was hoping more, but it's all good. Whatever the case may be. Yeah. So I can do, that might be it. Yeah. After this reading, I think that'll be it because it's getting kind of late. And I got to do some things too. Yeah. I'd like to start doing this a little more often too as well. Starting to do some free 9 world rune readings here and there. I mean, I don't want to get carried away, you know, but just to show you guys how I do it, how I learned from the Thunder Wizard, and you know, to help you guys out, because the runes really show, they give a snapshot of your reality, what's going on with whatever your focus is, whatever your question is. They're really powerful. And one thing you can do is really, if you want to really pay attention to these runes, and you want to do like a meditation on these specific runes and empowering these runes, You can sit. I would face the north, and you can look at the north and focus on this rune. You could even chant the rune. Especially these reverse ones. You want to picture the rune in your mind, upwards, upright, or you can think of the counter rune to really empower yourself. The counter rune of this one was Isa. Then you can focus your direction on the next rune over here in the northeast, the northeast. Same kind of deal. Focus on the rune, empower yourself with that rune. This one too, you want to reverse it, Ahwaj. Focus on that rune. The counter rune for Ahwaj is, I gotta look. I'm not getting it. What's a Dayaj? Dayaj. Did I give something else? I can't remember. But Dayaj is all about having a good time, really connecting to the universe just through fun, having fun, good times. Then Ansuj, you want to reverse Ansuj. Without looking, it's Wunjo. You want to connect to Wunjo, but you could connect to Ansuj as well. Reverse it, make it upright. Go over here to Hayalaj in the south, Berkanaj. Put that one upright. Or you want to use the other rune of Ingwash to empower this direction for you. The west is Yuhwaj. That's just a powerful rune, period. And then you got Wunjo in the northwest. So let's see. The focus was on a situation with a person I've met who I find attractive but have an open relationship. Okay. So my question was how to get the best result. Okay. So you might be interested in maybe having a closer, what do you call it, monogamous relationship, just you and them strictly. So yeah, in terms of how to get the best result, let's see. But I can also see the similarity with my music making. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you could use either one. If you feel a connection between both of those as well, you can use them. You can use all of these runes to help you solve those solutions with the both of them. Yeah, it would be nice to try. Okay. To get more of that monogamous relationship. So you're very connected to that. I would say that, yeah, on a conscious level, that's what you really want. When it comes to your music, you're very connected to it as well. You got a healthy sense of ego with your music. You got a healthy sense of ego with your connection with this person, the relationship that's going on. What I was saying about the north is the energy that's coming to you. You want to really the opposite. You want to really counter. You don't want this energy to come as having doubts, fears, insecurities about the relationship, or about getting too worried about music. Where's it going to go? That kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, about your music, you've been having doubts lately. Yeah, you want to really empower. You want to reverse this rune. You don't want this rune to come to you, which is having doubts. Making you feel weakened aura. You want to really stay connected to Isa, your healthy ego. You want to keep that energy with you. So that's how you counter this rune, is by staying connected to Isa. Where are we going now? We're going to the northeast. So right here, in terms of the your connection to the celestial gods, to your hopes to be connected to this person, be connected to your music, you're really connected in a really positive, happy, joyful kind of a way. So It's all good right there. The celestial gods are with you. They're supporting you with that. Okay, Dazzle Davis. I could do a quick one afterwards. So we're going over to the east, and this is how you're giving to yourself. So this is like conflicting energy that's going on with you, in terms of relationships and music. You're really feeling that conflict, that conflicting energy. But this is the rune of the gods helping you transform, whether you want it or not. So you just want us to surrender to that feeling of transformation. You want to really keep your ego strong. Stay really connected to your healthy ego, and not resist any kind of intuitions that you have to how to make this relationship more empowering, how to connect with my music more. So when it comes to intending your reality, that's another one. The Birkenage reversed. This means that something's come to an end. Maybe the way you're interacting with the person, or maybe the way you are thinking about wanting to make the relationship more intimate. You maybe want to find a new way of interacting with that person. You just want to get closer to them. You just want to find a new way. I'm really trying to think of how to say. In a lot of relationships, you don't want to be straight out about wanting to connect really fast. You know what I mean? But you maybe just want to increase your connection with them. The things you have in common really come to a way of empowering that. You're really connecting with them on the things you have in common, the things you really love to do together. And in terms of your music, maybe you just need to some more practice on your music. Maybe want to get better with things, or you want to create some new styles. You want to go out to new places to go perform. Just coming to some kind of new beginnings. And then when the actions that you take as well, same kind of deal. This is the Hyalage rune, cleansing yourself, getting rid of old habits. Any kind of actions that you've done that aren't working, you want to get rid of those. You want to start cleansing yourself, have a more positive outlook, take a more positive action that you're in your life to manifest a closer relationship, manifest some more empowering music that empowers you and empowers everybody that's listening to it. In terms of your unconscious, we just want to, this is the Ansu's reverse. We want to connect. You want to connect with the gods. You want to connect with your true orlog, your true path in life. The reversed Ansuj is the Wunjo. So really it's all about having fun. The way to reverse the Ansu's rune is all about just having fun, enjoying yourself. That's how you can reverse that unconscious level. Enjoying your time with the person you're connecting with, enjoying your music, your love of music, really showing that passion to other people when you perform. If you're recording music, when you're writing it, when you're playing it, really showing that passion, putting that good feel into the music. Then we move over to the west. We got the Ehwaj rune. I think I might have said something wrong on the last one with the Ehwaj, but this is how you're giving to the partner. So the Ehwaj rune really represents that trust and that intuitive connection with the person. Let me see. I've had some doubts if my plans with music is what I really want or if it's different. So that's my conflict, but I am enjoying it too, and I'm having fun. Well, that's cool too. Yeah. So you just want to get those thoughts, sort those thoughts out, really find out, if you really want to do something different, or you just want to figure that stuff out. So how you're giving to your music, that's exactly what you're saying is what's going on here. It really represents that intuitive connection with music too. So maybe what you want to do is really get on that improvising kind of level where you're just feeling the music. It's good to write music too, to really work it out. And then there's also that times where you just want to let it fly. You just want to let loose and really just play from your heart, play from your heart and soul, where it starts to feel like things are already kind of written and you're just bringing it out in the moment. So maybe that's what you want to do, things like that. And in terms of connecting with your partner, same kind of deal. You just want to trust that you are going to connect with them. Trust that your intuitive connection with them is powerful and it will grow in time. And that's how you're going to be empowering this rune. The counterbalance to this rune is the Diage rune. I think I said something different on the last one, but that's what it is, the Diage rune. And the Diage rune really represents the same thing: having fun, enjoying life, being in the present moment. It's the powerful energy of the sun shining on you, and really shining your true soul to your partner, shining your true soul through your music. And when it comes to the Northwest, the Ascended Masters are really letting you know the same kind of deal. You're feeling a constriction with your music. You want to come to something different, come to a new style, new way of playing, really sort out if you really want to do it. If, in terms of your partner too, you really want to make that socializing type of a connection with them in a kind of a new kind of a way. Really connect with them with the things you have in common, things like that. You just want to come to a new way of connecting with them. And that's basically what you want to do with this reading right here. If you have any more questions, just let me know. Let's see. I could do a reading for Dazzle Davis. If you're still there, let me know, Dazzle Davis. Theta 1 Gainer, if you have any other questions or comments, just let me know. Dazzle Davis, let me see. If you're out there, just let me know if you still want that reading. I'll do this one last one because it's getting late. It's getting late. I got to do some things. It's 8:52 p.m. where I'm at on Sunday night. You're welcome, Data 1 Gainer. Empower yourself with that. So Dazzle Davis, if you want that reading, I'll give you one a quickie right now. If you're still there, or if not, then I'll just check out. But I'd like to do this again. This is fun. Trying to figure out what's going on, reading the runes, letting you guys know what's going on. I enjoy it. Dazzle Davis, are you there? Or if anybody else is there that wants a rune reading right now, I'll give one more rune reading. Give a quick one, really quick, or I'll just call it a night. I'm doing my 40-day rituals, so I still got to do one tonight. I like doing some Qigong late at night. I do some Qigong and then I do my ritual. And then I'll step outside for a little bit. Right here, outside my side door right here, there's a bunch of pine trees right here. Man, it's just nice. I'm living up in the mountains too, so there's just this clear sky. I see all kinds of stars. The moon's out. There's no street lights on my street, so it's really cool. Everything is just dark. And I got those trees right there. Feel the vibe of the trees, feel the stars. Trip out on the stars, gaze at the stars. It looks like Dazzle Davis is not around. Nobody else is asking for a read. I'll wait a little more. If anybody wants one more rune reading, free 9-world rune reading, I'll give one more. If not, I'll just call it a night in about 2-3 minutes. So I'm going to be doing some more videos on Thunder Astrology. Also, I'd like to, if you ever have any questions about your about Vedic astrology, Thunder Astrology, put those in the comments too, and we'll see if I could answer them. I mean, I got a lot of, been gaining a lot of education, a lot of knowledge about Vedic astrology as well. The Thunder Astrology, if anybody wants a Thunder Astrology reading, those, I can't do those live. Those take more time to work out. But yeah, just go to greg.thunderwizard.com for Thunder Astrology readings or the 9-world rune readings. And those are being offered for 25% off still. Yeah, if anybody has any questions about Vedic astrology, yeah, just let me know as well. If you've received a Thunder Astrology reading from me and you have a question about your chart, something you want to see in your chart, I still got everybody's charts that I give readings for on my iPad. So I could look up your chart and let you know what's going on if you have any questions for that. So yeah, I'm gonna head out then. I don't see anybody else wanting a reading. So maybe next weekend I'll do this again. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.